I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Well, yeah, they are picking in this part of the quest. So, come on. I'm recording for more than 4 hours. I just checked, it's around 4 hours I'm recording this, and it's still not finished. It's still not finished. This is crazy. But yes, I said that I want this type of quests, and I do agree they need to be like this. And I wouldn't record it all at once, but I'm kinda in a rush, so I needed to do it today.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while.
I'm the one to blame to myself.
In that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Yeah, my dinner is waiting as well. Please, be faster.
Everything looks so good. People
Yes, it does.
sure know how to enjoy life.
I would like to eat all of that
Go ahead,
too.
try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
And if it's not?
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table.
Yeah.
Haha.
Sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We
Yes.
did just win that case after all.
Yes, it is worth celebrating.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food.
But this is only going to be sweet, so don't worry about it.
Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the
I
cereal
told you!
disappearances will get caught soon now that this
The
has all
dessert.
happened?
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really
That's
after.
a big step.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
That's a
Right?
big step.
Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
Imagine this. Okay, one theory dropping here. Imagine that dissolving those people, those women, especially women, because it seems that only women are missing. Never mind. Imagine that dissolving them means getting that water level rise. Wouldn't that make an amazing story? Like they are pouring them back into the water. Imagine that that's the reason.
Ugh, if only that guy could have finished speaking. We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
Yeah, so close. This close.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability, it's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough, which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exist. Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. To seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right? Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
Future plans only to talk with Hydro Archon in person without anyone else.
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her
I need
after
to
the
find my
Chiron
sister.
did. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon.
Yep.
I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah.
You are wrong.
Heard that
She
she's
lost
super
on the
popular here in
trial.
Fontaine,
She
and that
owes
doesn't
me.
help getting any of her time.
I'm losing my mind.
Well,
Please.
would you consider some more,
Finish.
unique ways? Perhaps even methods of,
End
let's
this
say,
suffering.
questionable legality?
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
Yeah,
Well,
what did you have
one
in
way
mind?
would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play, don't you think?
Could you suggest something a little more practical? This plan seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
Didn't
Alright,
we
here's
already
another.
learned
Find a way
it
to conceal yourselves
with
under her
Nilu
bed. Then wake her up in
and
the dead of
someone in
night and
Izazuma?
demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions. I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Valid point.
True.
I overlooked that part.
True.
I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep.
Yeah, how could you overlook something like that?
Alright, no more joking around. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations.
Yes,
False
I just said that.
accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
that does make
Oh,
some
yes,
sense.
yes. Oh, yes,
Why
yes,
don't
yes,
we give it a
yes,
try
yes.
after this meal? You know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Huh?
Yeah.
Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Was this your drink?
Okay.
Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Yes.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
Is that so?
Uh,
In that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then. If
oh,
we're all
wow.
finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah.
You know, I have
We're
Mora
stuffed.
too, don't you
Thanks
worry
for the
about
treat,
me.
Nadia.
Everyone's paying for my food and drinks.
Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
You could try walking.
Normal. You know, like you.
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with...
Nothing.
Hey, Navia, what are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia!
So this is goodbye, huh?
Yes,
Well,
and I
if you do
hope
encounter
this
any other
is the
trouble in
last
Fontaine,
part
you're
of
always
the
welcome
quest.
to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your request the highest priority.
Thank you.
In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
See ya!
I just started the next one. Are you joking? Alright, let's continue this journey. Now...
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat
Well,
we took to Aranias might have been the last one.
there's not many people at all, especially at night.
Looks like we're back
Interesting.
here again. Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices again?
Yes, I hear the voice again.
Ugh, that's kinda spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
100% sure.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water.
No.
Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kinda hear a voice. It's calling for Vache, right?
Why do you hear it now also?
Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
I thought I'm the only one who can hear it.
Vache, are you my dear Vache?
What's
No,
going
wait.
on?
You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is?
I do not know, and can you tell me who you are?
Wait, who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know.
Oh, come
My memories
on.
feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
So you were human?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who has lost their form.
Oh wow. So you lost
I
your
do not know
form.
how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Could you be one of the girls that were kidnapped and dissolved?
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me, and I also loved him equally as much. But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting, I never knew how heavy it could be.
Okay, so we need to find the man. Like, dude,
No.
do I really
Our
take
reunion no longer
these
has
kind of
any
quests?
meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters. If you meet Vache, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember. Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vache above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing. If only I could have comforted him, told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
Okay, we need to find him because he saw you dissolve.
Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, I consider it a form of release. It was
Really?
a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an
Do you
endless
call this
peace,
release?
like the water still
Are you
surface.
serious?
I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
Okay. So some consciousness still remains. Imagine if we could pull all of those women out, and out of that water make them, you know, flesh and bones again.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think.
Okay. We will see each other once
Farewell,
again.
then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vache, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
What? Why?
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Chlorand?
Come on, again. Oh, okay. I thought it's going to be Inazuma story, but it is not. Oh god.
Quick, now's our chance!
Okay, she's quick. Only thing that is disappointing is that they used craftable weapons,
I
not
should
their
thank you
own
for lending us your
weapons.
sword there, Chlorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father!
Sorry, Demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with the Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that
Interesting.
some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, Thank you for your help today, Clarand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clarand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, she's...
What happened? I just woke.
Goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us! Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clarand who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Paimon fighting, can you imagine that?
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Ooh, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought!
Yes, all thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
How did that help?
Yeah,
After we
how
parted
did that
ways,
help?
I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fonta tasted kind of salty and icky.
Okay, and how did that help at this point?
Fonta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fonta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Oh!
So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Huh. Really?
Wow! Wow! Paimon saved someone. That really happened. And it was on accident.
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate, but whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
Well, you
More
did follow a
reason
plan that they were
to
probably pretty proud of, and almost got their
finish
name in the process. Speaking of
the
which, did anything
mysterious
strange happen when you drank the primordial
quest.
seawater?
Well, it can't be a coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. He said that he heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
It's possibility. Yeah, but why would Paimon be sensitive to hydro element, you know? The ability to hear voices like that has to do with one's sensitivity to the hydro element. And what does Paimon has to do with the hydro element? Okay.
Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
Maybe
That
because
doesn't sound
she
like too much of a
drank
bad
that
thing, to
water.
be honest.
Maybe that's the reason. I also gained some new intel.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Yup.
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
The voice in the fountain belonged to one of the missing women. That's what I presume. A person named Vasher was a witness when she dissolved. Maybe he's the one that he's kidnapping women and he's dissolving them because he couldn't save her. Imagine! And that woman knows what he's doing, and that's the reason why she said that he should leave her alone. Oh! Only if it is true. It means that I should be excited.
Oh,
if it is not true, well,
important.
this is a disappointment.
Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened?
Well, if he is alive, we should
Yes,
search for
thank
him.
you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
By we, you mean us.
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Well, this will be their biggest
Demoiselle,
mistake.
do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. We also have some
Okay.
plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
If you say so. That's still the first part of the quest. And what is this? I don't know. I'm not getting into another quest, hopefully. Okay, I need to speak to that guy, so I'm saved. For now. Yeah, there we go.
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, Traveler.
Okay. Come on, you could have done that for me. Just skipped this part when I'm entering. And you know. How did this happen? And 1, 2, full HP, let's jump down. And okay. What do we have here? Why am I... Those are sewers, right? Come on. There's so many people. Why? Do I even want to know? Okay, stop turning. Stop turning my camera. Okay. Why do you have mini town in the source?
So,
That's
this is your
disgusting.
base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or
Well,
unethical
I see when
profiteering.
you live in the
In
sewers.
fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Your father... He was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
No. I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets. 3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Okay, first of all, I didn't hear about that person. And second of all, he died in the trial. Chose to defend his honor instead of... Uh-huh. I mean... That's sad story. I mean, Genshin cannot go without a sad story.
But
Are
I
you
do not
serious?
believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even
let
after
them
being
kill.
seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
Well, do you have any clues?
The closest
why?
piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to
He
the
was
bottom of that case.
framed. He was framed.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me. And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
He wanted you to leave everything behind so you do not get into trouble by trying to find what happened to him, but you had to do it. You had to do it. And now look at this. Freaking army of robots is chasing us.
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No.
Yeah.
Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
Why?
Never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorand.
Oh, her?
Oh,
Then, isn't that
great.
as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
Well, no wonder the mood was a little strange between two of you.
Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Ms. Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Paimon knows how you
Afterward, Miss
feel.
Clorand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Oh. I mean, he intended to die, you know.
Yes, that is our
I
understanding as well.
said that
Oh,
a
Papa.
minute ago.
What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right, anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
Well, I do understand and I know how important it is to you after you told me everything.
Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah. Paimon's beat.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Paimon is strange. You tell her you should rest and then she... yeah, you're right. You tell her, you know, we have some food and then she says, food, yes, food. You tell her we can uncover some amazing stories. Oh, Detective Paimon. Like, dude, come on. Whatever you tell to that, she just becomes obsessed with that until she gets it. It's just odd.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe.
Well, no one's that crazy to get into the sewers.
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette, a place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we? Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
What are you not saying to us? Alright, so the first part of the Act 2 is finished, and we will continue. I guess we will continue tomorrow because it's pretty late at the moment. And I've been recording Genshin for 5 hours, so I need a break. I really do need a break. So I will see you in the next episode, and hopefully I will upload everything really soon. See you.